ask God often, Lord, never allow my gift of restoration to end me in restlessness. Like one of those times when you're just like tossing and turning. And a lot of times it's because you're trying to restore or help people who do not want to be restored. And it takes a willing vessel. Sometimes you can see people and you're like, I can see the potential in you, ma'am or sir. Like, I know for a fact that you can be better. God has already given me a vision, a dream about who you are destined to be. But at the end of the day, you don't want to become that person. And that hurts to stick around with people like that. But at the end of the day, you have to understand your gift of restoration is meant to be used for people who want to be restored. There are some people who are recidivists. They are in and out of a cycle of a thing and they don't want to change. They love it. They are addicted to it. Meanwhile, you're up at night. You're pacing the floor. You are simply trying to pray for them out of situations. You can't pray that away. Some people don't want to change and you be like, God, what is it with them? And some people believe that you trying to provoke them into their best self is an attack on who they are. And some people have never been challenged in their life. So at the end of the day, when you challenge them to become greater, it seems like a personal attack. But for some of you who are in a season where you feel exactly that way, like people who are around you are attacking you, I want to let you know that people who are trying to provoke you to change for the better, it's not an attack. It's an act of love. It's an act of service. And maybe you've never been served in that way. Maybe you have never been loved in that way. But you've been praying for a thing and God is sending it to you. So what are you doing with it? No. At the end of the day, I've been in several situations where God has spoken to my spirit and I say, you're supposed to help this person through this. You're supposed to help that person through marriage. You're supposed to help this person with that. And because that person didn't let me, God still afforded me the blessings. I understand, Chris, you did all that you could do, but they didn't want your help. So ring a bell and move along. Don't be restless at night. No, God says I give rest to those that I love. So if we're not partaking of that rest in this season, it's oftentimes because we're trying to restore something that wishes to be dead. So at the end of the day, you can't play God. Some people don't want to keep things on life support. There's a restorative piece of you. But at the end of the day, if you mishandle that, if you misuse that gift, you will become restless. God does not intend to weigh you down by the very gifts that he gave you. Just keep that in mind. Love you much. Mwah.